Good evening. Welcome to the Elyria City Council meeting for Monday, March 2nd, 2026. Please turn your cell phones off or put them on silent out of respect for the council chambers. We'll have a moment of reflective silence followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Van Warmer, would you lead us in the pledge? Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mr. Clerk, may we have roll call, please?
Yes, Madam President. Mr. Serra. Here. Mr. Van Warmer. Here. Mr. Armstrong.
Here.
Ms. Rothgary.
Here.
Ms. Davis.
Here.
Mr. Tollett.
Here.
Mr. Lippian.
Here.
Mr. Oswald.
Here.
Mr. Doney.
Here.
Mr. Schneider. Ms. Mitchell.
Here.
We have an excused absent from Mr. Schneider. They will not be attending tonight's meeting.
Can I get a motion, please, to
So
excuse?
moved. Second.
Moved and properly second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Mr. Clerk, do we have any public hearings?
There are none.
Can I get a motion for approval of the minutes as circulated, please?
So moved.
Second.
Moved and properly second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. We'll now have remarks and reports from city officials. Mayor Brubaker.
Yes, thank you, Madam President. Just two quick reminders, I guess. The State of the City is Tuesday, March 17th at LC3. If you have not contacted Annie, Ms. Karstoffen, to advise whether you are or not going to be able to attend, please do so we can get that number. And also, as reported in the Chronicle, and I think I said it before, the groundbreaking for the Public Works Complex will be Thursday, the 19th of March at 1 p.m. Director Strozak has acquired 11 hard hats, 11 shovels for the council members, as well as Law Director Deary and the Finance Director and myself. And we'll also be opening that up for others to do groundbreaking on that day. So please contact Annie on that as well if you're able to attend that. And that's all I have, Madam President.
Thank you, Mayor. Are there any questions for the mayor? Mr. Lippian?
Thank you. Through you, Madam President. I remember what I was going to say to the mayor. About the Amtrak station, I believe that it is slated for 2028 when the station is officially going to move, unfortunately from Ward 1, but to a very nice location downtown at the historic train station. Can you confirm if that is still on track, pun not intended? And second, can you tell us if there's any plans on what to replace the Amtrak station with so we can strategically plan?
Through you, Madam President, yes, we are in conversation with the county transportation folks in regards to the Amtrak station being moved. The plan appears to be they're going to try to move it to the transportation center, which was on the docket many years ago and couldn't get through then the commissioners due to some indemnification issues. That is their current plan. And then if that is actually done in that time frame, and we've been talking to Amtrak, then the Amtrak station up by the medical station area there will go away if we're able to relocate that at the transportation center. I know it is the goal of the county commissioners, the Port Authority, and others at the county is to utilize the transportation center moving forward due to the fact that they got a lot of dollars from the federal government, but that is the current plan.
Through you, Madam President. So we're still on track for 2028? That's what I read in the paper last time it was reported on.
Madam President, as of right now, yes.
Okay,
but-
great. On track?
Yes.
Like a train. Love it. Thanks, Mayor.
Are there any other questions for the mayor? Safety Service Director Pinowski?
Thank you, through you. We today swore in new Fire Chief Vargo. He's here this evening, thank you, and a number of you attended the swearing in, which I appreciate, thank you very much. After 37 years of service to the City of Elyria Fire Department, Chief Pernesti retired effective on Friday, and so Chief Vargo has taken the helm, and we're excited for his leadership and his initiatives and some of the things that we've discussed. He's got a lot of enthusiasm and some good ideas, and I look forward to seeing what he brings to the table. Next Monday, we'll have another swearing, or another promotional ceremony at 3 p.m. here in council chambers, where we'll be promoting 1 captain, the fire department, and 4 lieutenants. So if you'd like to attend, please do. And that's all I have for today, but any questions, I'm here to answer them.
Thank you. Any questions for the Safety Service Director? Law Director Deary.
Thank you. Good evening through you, Madam President. Just briefly, the administrative hearing concluded this afternoon, the Bistro on Taylor Street, and according to the hearing officer, we are likely to hear back from Liquor Commission in approximately 45 days or so. Obviously, each side has the right to appeal, and I would expect, depending on what the decision is, that there would be an appeal, but I did want to update you as to the status.
Thank you. Any questions for the Law Director? Finance Director Pileski.
Thank you, Madam President. No report at this time.
Any questions for the Finance Director? Police Chief Walsh. Thank you. Any questions for Chief Walsh? Fire Chief Vargo.
Thank you. I'd like to thank council administration for supporting today. I'd like to thank council administration watching that we partner with our brothers.
Thank you. Any questions for Chief Vargo? I'm sorry. I'll get it. Thank you. Engineer Schneider.
Thank you, Madam President. One item, update, Lowell Street sanitary sewer has been completed as far as installation. Right now, they're out there restoring areas. A lot of the roadway has been restored. And hopefully, come tomorrow morning, we'll have it opened completely. But the sewer portion's done. They still have some cleanup to do, obviously grass to grow, things of that nature, driveways to repave. But other than that, the sewer's in, and that's a good thing. Also, not to put anybody on the spot, but I have 2 wards that have given me streets so far out of the 7. If I could get those by tomorrow, it'd be great. This way I could have, hopefully, pricing for anything you may have that you may want. And it just might help expedite the process a little bit. This way I can get some numbers to you and hopefully get that out the bid earlier. Also, I would ask from council that a referral be made. Earlier today, we received a notification from ODOT that we needed some more legislation for the State Route 57 and 301 project. So I would ask that that would be placed on the next set of meetings, because they have a timeline that they'd like to have all the legislation passed by. And if we don't do it tomorrow or start the process, we'll be behind a little bit. So I just ask that that be placed on the referral list.
So we'll make that referral to Finance?
Yes, we'll have it for the meeting on the scheduled meeting for the March the 9th.
Okay.
So
So we'll
make
refer it
that
to
part of the
Finance.
referral.
Okay, thank you. So before Mr. Snyder answers any questions, 2 out of 7 wards have turned their streets in. I'm one of them. So you guys need to get, well, you already knew that. Oh, you're one too? Okay. So you guys please get your streets in before Wednesday. I'll be checking. Any questions for Engineer Snyder? Thank you, John.
Thank you.
That's it? Okay. President's referrals and remonstrances. Number 1, community development. Number 2, planning commission, community development. Number 3, planning commission, community development. Number 4, community development finance. Number 5, finance. Number 6, finance. Number 7, finance. Number 8, finance. Number 9, utilities. Items 10 through 11 received and placed on file in the clerk's office. Petitions and remonstrances from the lobby.
We have one, Madam President, Ms. Teresa Shea, to talk about the NOPEC grant. I stand corrected, Madam President, there are 2.
Thank you. Good evening, Mrs. Shea. Please give your name and address for the record, please.
Teresa Shea, 519 East Avenue, Elyria, Ohio. This will just be short and sweet. To all who brought about accepting and getting the NOPEC grant for the repair of residents' heating and cooling systems, I wish to thank you even before council votes on its acceptance and use. It will give many hope where there has been no hope and help that is needed. What a wonderful program that will hopefully help me and others. It brings on wonderful energy to all and brightens the city of Elyria and its people. Thanks so much. It's just lovely. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Shea.
We have Mr. Leon Robinson regarding rebranding of the Lorraine Nexus Hub to the Lorraine Elyria Oberlin Nexus Hub.
Mr. Robinson, please give your name and address for the record, please.
Leon Robinson, 404 Furnace Street, Elyria, Ohio. Well, good evening, Mayor and members of the City Council. For the record, my name is Leon P. Robinson III, founder and CEO of Ampere Twin. I'm here tonight to follow up to my previous remarks to formally propose a transformative regional partnership that will revolutionize the economic landscape of our entire area. Based on further strategic planning, I am pleased to announce we are rebranding this project from the Lorraine Nexus to the Leo Nexus Hub. The name change reflects our commitment to a Tri-City partnership spanning Lorraine, Elyria, and Oberlin. The Leo Nexus Hub is designed to unite the unique strengths of all 3 communities into a singular powerhouse economic zone. To be perfectly clear on our capability, Ampere Twin is currently self-valued at $41.5 billion. As the founder and primary stakeholder, this position my personal equity stake approximately $1.8 billion to $2.4 billion on paper. I am presenting these figures to assure the council that our firm has the immense financial capacity required to develop this world-class facility from the ground up entirely on our own. This is not a concept project seeking municipal funding. It is a private investment ready to move immediately. The Leo Nexus Hub is designed to be a generational economic engine for our combined communities. Through this investment, we are projected to create and support over 10,000 jobs across the region. This includes high-salary engineering, tech, and management positions, as well as thousands of skilled construction and support roles during the development phase. Furthermore, this will generate substantial tax revenue for our schools, infrastructure, and public services without burdening the taxpayer. We are ready to move quickly. To do so, we need the council's support in 2 key areas to help move this project forward, and that's 1, establishing a regional enterprise zone covering the designated site to support the investment, and 2, streamlining the permit process across the Lorraine, Elyria, Oberlin municipalities to match the accelerated pace of modern industrial development. In short, we bring the resources, we bring the 10,000 jobs, and we ask for your partnership to make this a reality. I have submitted the full proposal detailing the timeline and economic breakdown. I look forward to working with you to bring the Leo Nexus Hub to life. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. Reports of standing and special committees.
Madam President, we do have petitions or remonstrances from council members. We do have two.
Please.
Councilmember Andrew Lippian, 2026 street resurfacing, fixing the worst streets first.
Thank you, Council President. Thank you, Council Clerk. Here's the simple question. Should we spend street money evenly or where the worst streets actually are? We paid for a street scan in Elyria. It tells us which roads are poor or failing. Not cracked, not worn, but failing. Here's how the worst streets break down according to that metric. Ward 4, 23% of the worst streets in Elyria. Ward 2, 20%. Ward 1, 18%. Ward 7, 14%. Ward 5 and 6 are both 11%, and Ward 3, 3%. We have about, I understand, $2.3 million, fingers crossed, for paving, which is great, and that's a credit to Council President, her commitment to paving the roads. If we split it evenly, each ward gets 14.29%, about $328,000. That sounds fair, but we want to go for data-driven distributions. If 23% of the worst streets are in Ward 4, then 23% of the money should go there. If 3% are in Ward 3, then 3% should go there. Equal money is not the same as smart money. When conditions aren't equal, equal funding doesn't fix the problem. We paid for the data. Let's use it. My proposal is to allocate the funds based on each ward's share of failing streets, recalculate it after the next scan, try it for a year. Fix the worst streets first. That's efficient and that's transparent. Now that's how we stretch $2.3 million as far as possible. I ran this by Ward 3 resident Gary Teutsch this evening. He's right over there. He says it's a logical idea, even though Ward 3 only gets 3%. So he says fix the worst streets first. So I appreciate that, Gary. And I'd like to bring a proposal to Utilities Committee to consider, just a one-pager. And I would like to note for the council record that I'm finishing at 1 minute and 47 seconds.
Thank you, Mr. Lippian. Mr. Clipstein is sitting out there, and he's my ward resident. And if we're at, what did you say 6 was, 11%? That means I would only get 11% of the money, which that means some of the streets that are bad, super bad in my ward, would not get done. So it's a conversation we can have, most definitely. But anyway, Mr. Stewart, who else?
Yes, there is one more. Councilmember Matthew Van Warmer, recognition to the South Park Rec Central and Elyria Parks and Rec for a successful youth basketball session.
Mr. Van Warmer.
Thank you, Madam President. Yeah, just wanted to take a minute to shout out the Parks and Recreation Department, especially Sybil Roseborough, for the wonderful 6-week program that was in place for kids ages, I think it was 5 all the way up to 9 or 10. And just to see members of the community out supporting these kids as they're learning the game of basketball. I was able to coach a team. Just very rewarding to work with kids and see the joy they get from getting better at the sport of basketball or anything. So I just wanted to really let the residents know there are programs out there. There's a whole booklet out for all the programs available through our Parks and Rec department, and the things that they're doing, the programs they're putting on are very worthwhile and worth every penny. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Van Warmer.
That's all reports and remonstrances from the council members.
Thank you, Clerk. May I have the reports of standing and special committees, please?
There are none.
Resolutions first reading.
We have one. A resolution adopting the 2025 report of the Elyria Tax Incentive Review Council and declaring an emergency.
Mrs. Roth-Gary.
Madam President, I move that this ordinance be passed on its first reading under suspension of rules and declaring an emergency.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second.
Question?
You threw me off there. On the suspension, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? On the emergency, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? On the passage, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
Resolution 2026-7. That's all resolutions, first reading.
Resolution second reading.
There are none.
Resolutions third reading.
There are none.
Ordinances first reading.
An ordinance authorizing the mayor to advertise for bids and enter into a contract for the Middle Avenue sidewalk replacement project.
Mr. Tolet.
Madam President, I ask that this ordinance be passed in its first reading under suspension of rules.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. Any questions or further discussion?
Call for the question.
On the suspension, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? On the passage, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Ordinance 2026-27. Sponsored by Community Development and Finance. In order to authorize the mayor to enter a community reinvestment area tax incentive agreement with Buckeye State Welding and Fabrication Incorporated and declaring an emergency.
Ms. Rothgary.
Madam President, I move that this ordinance be passed on its first reading under suspension of rules and declaring an emergency.
Second.
On the suspension, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Pardon me, I'm sorry. It's been moved and properly second. Is there any further discussion?
Question.
Oh, thank you. Mr. Oswald.
Just a comment. I just wanted to thank Buckeye Welding for investing. I think it was over $2 million. And I think this was maybe a year ago they were talking about doing this, and maybe they had to put it on hold. So that's going to help out that area over there, and they're going to bring some more people in. So thank you very much, Buckeye Welding.
Thank you. Any further questions or discussion?
Question.
On the suspension, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? On the emergency, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? On the passage, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Ordinance number 2026-28. Sponsored by Community Development and Finance. An ordinance establishing the residential HVAC energy efficient grant program.
Mrs. Rothgary.
Madam President, I move that this ordinance be passed on its first reading under suspension of rules.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. Is there any further discussion or questions?
Question.
On the suspension, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? On the passage, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Ordinance 2026-29. Sponsored by Community Development and Finance. An ordinance authorizing the Elyria Skills City Promise Program agreement with Lorraine County Community College for the calendar year 2026.
Mrs. Rothgary.
Madam President, I move that this ordinance be passed on its first reading under suspension of rules.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. Any further questions or discussion?
Question.
On the suspension, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? On the passage, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
Ordinance 2026-30. Sponsored by Community Development, an ordinance amending Section 1305.01, 2024 edition adopted codified ordinances of the City of Elyria.
Mrs. Rothgary.
Madam President, I move that this ordinance be passed on its first reading under suspension of rules.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. Are there any questions or further discussion?
Question.
On the suspension, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? On the passage, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Ordinance 2026-31. That's all first ordinances readings.
Ordinance's second reading.
We have one. An ordinance an ordinance amending certain provisions of the Elyria Codified Ordinance Part 11, Planning and Zoning Code to be effective May 1st, 2026.
I declare this ordinance has had its second reading. Public hearing is scheduled for March 16, 2026.
That's all of second reading ordinances.
Ordinance is third reading.
There are none.
Committee calls.
Utilities request committee members, mayor, law director, finance director, safety service director, and the engineer to meet on Wednesday, March the 4th, 2026 at 6 p.m. in council chambers. Community development request committee members, mayor, the law director, finance director, safety service director, and the engineer to meet on Monday, March the 9th, 2026, beginning at 6 p.m. Finance Committee requests committee members, the mayor, the law director, finance director, safety service director, engineer, to meet on Monday, March the 9th, 2026, immediately following the community development meeting. Joint Committee, CD and Finance, is request all council members, the mayor, law director, finance director, safety service director, engineer to meet on 3/9/2026, immediately following the finance meeting. Strategic Planning, request all council members, the mayor, safety service director, finance director, law director, to meet on 3/16/2026, immediately following the full council meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk.
That's all committee calls.
Thank you. Under miscellaneous and unfinished business, I have something. Mr. Armstrong asked this council to form a EMS study committee, ambulance review committee, and we have gotten people for that committee, and I want to let you all know who they are. For the administration and safety service director Pianowski, law director Deary, and finance director Pileski. From council, it will be Councilman Bradley Armstrong, Councilman Jack Serra. From the community, it will be Mr. Larry Clipstein and Mrs. Sharon Frucon. They are in the process of getting together when they're going to meet. So those meetings will be announced and forthcoming. The second thing is, again, I urge you all to get your street list into Mr. Schneider before Wednesday.
All or the rest?
Mr., what did you say?
That you all, the rest of it?
Mr. Pianowski, please.
Thank you. Through you, I did get confirmation. I was just waiting to hear from Ms. Furcron.
Okay.
It looks like next Thursday, the 12th at 6 p.m. Does work for everybody on the committee, so we will plan to put out notices and meet for the first time then.
Thank you so much. Is there any, Mr. Tolet?
Through you, Madam President, I encourage all council members, we will be revisiting the city budget a week from tonight. Please, between now and Monday, please reach out to Director Pileski or Mr. Farrell with any questions that you may have. We need to pass our city budget 2 weeks from tonight. So please reach out to Director Pileski. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Tolet. Any others? Seeing none, Mrs. Davis.
Seeing none at this time, I make a motion that we dismiss from council.
Second?
It's been moved and properly second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Good night, everyone. Thank you for coming.